hospital until I know what's wrong with my daughter.
If you want out, that's fine with me.
Good morning and welcome to your program Problems and Solutions. Today is Friday and may God bless your day. And I want to show to you a Bible verse because maybe you feel down today or you are going through a situation in your life which you even say that I don't know how to get out of this. Maybe you've reached rock bottom. Look at what this Bible verse says. In the book of Psalms 23 verse 4, it says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you, capital Y, you are with me. When someone walks through the valley of the shadow of death, what does that symbolize? It symbolizes a moment of distress, a moment where the person is going through probably the toughest moments in their life. And maybe you feel this way. You feel as if you are going through one of the hardest moments in your life. And you just want a way out. You are searching for answers. You are searching, as this program is called, right? You have a problem and you're searching for solution. So the solution is God. God is able to change your life. And he's able to help you to come out of any mess, any situation. You may even say, oh, but this situation was my fault. It was my fault. I brought this upon myself. But God is able to take you out of it. And we are going to show to you now a testimony to prove to you that God is able to take you out of any situation. And not only just to take you out of a situation, but to transform your whole life. Because this is God we're talking about. God is great. God is magnificent. And he's able to transform your whole life. So watch this testimony and we'll be right back after it.
Hello, friends. I'm recording here from Stamford Hill, and today I'm joined by
Tasia.
How are you, Tasia?
I'm well, thank you.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Tasia, please tell us, how was your life prior to you coming to the Universal Church of the Kingdom of God, please?
So prior to coming, I had a lot of situations in my family. Growing up, I used to witness my parents always arguing, fighting, to the point where the physical fights would become so intense that me and my younger sister at the time, we had to go in the middle to separate them because it would get that intense. I even recall a situation where my mum even mentioned that she was going to commit suicide in front of us because she was that tired of the situation she was going through. So that also brought a lot of problems to us because we were quite young at the time.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
Yeah.
You know, with all of this happening around you, arguments, fights, violence, seeing your parents, you know, at each other like that, how did that make you feel as a young person?
So with me, it actually caused a lot of insecurities. Because again, I had a dad that when he was not drunk, he was lovely, but he was still quite emotionally absent. So for me, I was then looking for that emotional support outside. So I'd be in and out of relationships to kind of just try to fill up that void or that gap that he was leaving. And obviously witnessing the violence, I started then to believe that I had to be in a specific way so I wouldn't go through the same thing in the future in my marriage.
Right. And did you grow up to be insecure?
Yes. So
empty?
yeah. So I developed actually quite a lot of insecurities to the point that, like I said, I would be in and out of relationships, and that would be the only thing that would make me feel secure, to have somebody saying, "You're beautiful, I love you," things that I should be hearing at home, but I wasn't hearing, so I was looking for it outside. But most times I would just get used because people could see that I was insecure and I was just looking for a comfort or somebody to tell me those words, and therefore they would not have the best intentions and most times just use me, really.
And what was the lowest point of your life, Tasia? So with all of this happening, and I know that there's more, probably you face a lot of other problems.
Yeah.
What was your lowest point?
So I would say for me, one of the lowest points was when my mum then mentioned that she was going to kill herself, because my mum was, for us, the pillar in the house. She was the one that was there helping us, the one that was there emotionally supporting us, because obviously we were lacking that from our dad. So having the thought there, we would, me and my sister, younger sister even, be on our own without our mum, and having to witness my mum throwing herself from the building, because she said she was going to throw herself from the last floor of the building we were living in. So for me, that was probably the lowest point, because I was thinking, if this happened, what would have been of me? I'm already in a low place. Now losing my mum in front of me, it would have been a bit too much for me. So I'd say that for me was one of the hardest things to go through. Yeah.
And how did you find yourself here in the Universal Church?
So eventually my mum got tired of the situation she was in, and then she started speaking to an auntie of mine, and she was the one that introduced the church to her. So myself and my mum and my younger sister started attending the church, and that's how we started receiving help through coming.
So coming here, what would you say was the thing, I don't know, something that was said or something that was done that helped you to start seeing changes in your life internally and externally as well?
So one of the things that I heard that really helped me was to know that nothing outside could fulfill the void inside. Because I was doing a lot of things to fulfill the void that I had inside: relationships, friendships, parties, a lot of things, but none of them seemed to fulfill me. So when I understood that the problem wasn't outside but inside, that's when I started to then work inside of me, working and becoming the person that I wanted to be from the inside through the word of God.
Right. And were there any physical steps that you had to follow, perhaps?
Yeah, so I started taking part on chains of prayers, attending services, having conversations with the pastors. So all of this was helping me to understand what I needed to do in order to get where I wanted to get.
And gradually you started seeing changes.
100%.
I say gradually because sometimes a lot of people think that the change will happen magically, but it was a gradual change.
Yeah.
That you saw inside of you.
Yeah, so it took me some time, because again, at first I was quite resistant. I was quite resistant to practice what I was hearing. So for me, it took time. But when I then started to do what I needed to do, it was still a process, but it wasn't as long, because I was then doing my part.
And how is Tasia today, please?
Today, I'm completely transformed. So not just on the inside, but even outside. Obviously, I always say that mainly inside, because on my inside will reflect everything outside. So today I'm happy. I don't need to be around people to feel secure, to be in a relationship, to feel like I'm accepted. My family is also completely transformed. My parents, they're still together until today. They're also in the same journey as I am of becoming better for themselves. So everything is completely transformed. My sister is also, in the faith. So all is good now.
That's
all
great.
well.
That's great. Now, for people who are listening to us right now, what would you say to them? Perhaps they're going through the same problems, the same situation that you went through. What would you say to this person, please, Tasia?
So my best advice for this person is that don't try to solve things on the outside with the things on your inside with the things outside, because that is not going to solve the problem. Fight to solve what is on the inside, give a chance to God, and then you'll be able to see that all the areas of your life will get to where you want it to be. So, yeah,
Thank you very much.
my advice.
Thank
you.
What a very strong testimony. And something to note here that is very interesting. Her mother came to the church at her lowest point. She was fed up. She was tired of suffering. And that is when she was invited to come to the Universal Church, and in turn, also the daughters, which she herself, giving the testimony, came to the church as well. And I'm saying this for a reason, because this Sunday is going to be your opportunity to come to the house of God, or who knows, for some people to return to the house of God. And I'm speaking about the Sunday of the re-encounter, this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. If God is speaking to you now, if you are a person that you've reached rock bottom, you're going through the valley of the shadow of death right now, meaning you are going through a lot of problems, things are not working out in your life and you're becoming more stressed. Listen, come this Sunday. Come, you're going to find us here. You're going to come to take part of the service. And by the way, you're also going to take part in the Lord's Supper, because it's going to be the Lord's Supper of reconciliation. And you're going to find a way out of your problem. You're going to find peace. You're going to find a solution to all the things that you've been facing. So we are here. We are here in the Millennia building at Aldo Moro Road. That's in Marsa. And if you are driving, we have a huge parking space. You can bring your car. If you want to take bus to come, you can do so. But I say to you this: do not allow anything to stop you from coming. Don't allow anything to stop you from coming this Sunday. If God is speaking to you right now, so make sure that you are here, because this is an opportunity to change your life around. You heard the testimony of Tarsia, that she said that in the moment that her life hit rock bottom, the moment that her mother was fed up, that was the moment that they came to the house of God. And today, their life is transformed. Today, they are totally transformed on the inside. Not only just on the outside, but on the inside, which reflects on the outside as well. Do you want this? Do you want this? Probably you're listening to me now and you're thinking, but is it possible? Is it possible for my life to change? Of course it is. Come this Sunday, 9:30 a.m. and find out and see the transformation that God has for you. All right? So that is all that we have time for today. And we'll be back with problems and solutions on Monday, 7:30 a.m. in the morning. But we hope to see you here in the church at 9:30 a.m. this Sunday, the Sunday of re-encounter. If you want to call us, if you want to contact us, if you want to WhatsApp us, our number is 9992 2799. You can contact us on this number and you will find that someone will be available to speak to you, to help you in your time of need. All right? So you are blessed. Remember, God is with you. Keep fighting, keep pushing, because great things are going to happen. All right? So have a blessed day, have a blessed weekend, and I will see you in the church this Sunday. God bless you. Problems and Solutions will be back this Monday. Goodbye.
I'm not leaving this hospital until I know what's wrong with my daughter.
If you want out, that's fine with me.